This is the fourth and final episode of the Roundup series from all the sewing in 2025, and I've saved my fave for last, which are the dresses. You're seeing a lot of dresses today, so get ready. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing. I'm here to share the fourth and final episode of this year's version of the Roundup episodes. I've done this one for so many years. You can find the playlist in the description box and the comment section to follow all of the categories. 151 makes divided into toppers, tops, bottoms, and now we're going to see the dresses. So excited to share 46 dresses. But before I do that, I wanted to let you know what today's Feature Friday pattern is at Love Notions. The pattern is called La Bella Donna, and it's one I'm wearing right now. I don't leave the house without it. I made this in 2020 and I've worn it, I don't know, 300 times, who knows? It can work for summer or winter, it just depends on how you make it. This is my winter version in a double brush poly. You're seeing it right here, styled over my Allegro skirt in denim and some fleece lined leggings and shoes. I think I'll probably wear it like this around March when it's not that cold right here, but in real life I would throw on a big jacket and the scarf and things and I'll be set to go. This has a dropped shoulder, so it can be short like this, and then you can have a short sleeve or it's long. So this is just one piece, and then this has a long cuff to make it long sleeve for a winter version. You can do a hood. Mine is lined with rayon in there, and I literally wear this one all the time. I've worn it in airplanes so many times because it's just the best thing. Sometimes I get cold on the plane and this hood is a lifesaver. Same as for a little nap. It's just so cozy and it's just the best pattern. I have many more that are at home. I have a blue athletic knit one that I wear to the gym all the time, like all the time. It's always at the gym, at least once a week, and others. So it's a really nice pattern, great value as always for $6. So don't miss out if you don't have it. I'll leave you my affiliate link in the description box and in the comment section for you to check it out, as well as all the content I have about this pattern because I've used it a lot and I've used it for hacks. So it's a great pattern. Now back to the 46 dresses. Let's jump in. Knits and wovens, very easy ones, some more involved. Love them all. Love Notions has a tempo sundress for little girls, sizes 2 to 16, and I made some for my 3 nieces. That's my older niece and my smallest niece right there. My middle niece, she got a little debris in her eye, so she does not look very happy here because her eye was a little bit sore. So yeah, I've made sizes 4, 6, and 10 over here. These are beautiful dresses. I think they have amazing cover. I customized the length of the straps so that they get a nice amount of cover in the armpit area there, the chest. So they are very well covered. Instead of doing the shirt panel at the back, I do a panel of cotton lycra so that it's really comfortable for them on their skin. They can pull it off and on really easily. And I just have one skirt piece. You can add a second tee if you want to make it longer. But I think little girls don't do well with very long dresses. At least they don't because they run around. They're super cute. This gorgeous red dress is from the Fern top actually, which just has a peplum, and I use the peplum with the pleat option. I just lengthened it by 13 inches. That includes 1 inch for the hem allowance there, and it's right above my knee where I want it. This is very adjustable to what you like, so you can definitely make a dress out of the Fern top. I think it's gorgeous. This is a red linen rayon blend. This is a straight size 16 with a C-cup option. There is the horizontal waist seam that goes all the way around. I did lengthen the bodice by 1 inch in all the pieces because that was going to suit my bodice length more. And there are the pleats that match the princess seams that come from the shoulders. You see that up higher. I think the pleats are super nice. They're very pretty. You do get a little volume on the skirt, but not the volume on the waist. Here is the square neckline finished with a facing, super neat finish. This is part of the expansion pack. The seams that come from the shoulders, the dolman sleeve with the cuff makes it a little bit longer. There is a little bust out right there for the C-cup option that I chose. Very nice fit front and back, nice and roomy but not oversized and very well shaped. Dolman sleeves are super easy to fit. They're very comfortable. There's a nice amount of space there. Lovely that square neckline. I'm so glad that option is there. It's low enough and high enough to not show anything, but look really nice. For the facing finish, I did top stitch the facing only on the back area just to keep it in place. Any day where a lovely dress that's red makes it into my wardrobe is a great day. I didn't have a dress like this one where I could easily dress up and down. So comfortable, nice and roomy at the waist, and the pleats are just adorable. I really loved making this, so cute. This is my Dakota dress from Sinclair Patterns. It's a double brush poly with a gorgeous print. At least I love it. You can see it's a fit and flare style. There is a skirt that's gathered onto the bodice, and the skirt has a curved hem, longer in the center, shorter on the sides. As I come closer, you're going to see the gathers there on the skirt. It's not excessive. I don't think it adds a huge amount of bulk. I think it's just the right amount. And this bodice height is supposed to be a little above the waist, not exactly empire, but above the waist. But because I'm so short-waisted, it's right at my waist. I've sewn a size 14 with a toe file, and I think the fit is perfect for me. There is this deeper scoop neckline. You can do one that's a little higher. I do have the real button placket, and I don't think it's really low. I think it's really good for me. There are the buttons. I just sewed them right through. I didn't actually do the buttonholes because it's not really needed. You can still pull the dress on over your head. I've got binding on the neckline. But for the armholes, just to have a little more coverage, instead of sewing it like the binding, I've just sewn it like armbands. So it gives you a little bit extra cover. I think the dress is gorgeous. It's really pretty. It was relatively easy to make, and I love this print. I love the fit. It's a classic. You just saw me wearing it on its own. It's sleeveless. But for my weather, sleeveless is fine. I can wear a little cardigan like this one. This is a Rosie, also from Sinclair Patterns, and my lovely boots. And I can have a sort of autumn winter outfit as well. The dress is going to serve me really well because it never gets really, really cold here. So I love that I can use this full on summer and also full on winter. It's going to be amazing for me. The cardi is quite streamlined. It's not really bulky, and neither is the skirt. I don't think the gathers of the skirt really affect the look of the cardigan. So I'm glad that these two can pair together. Such a lovely dress. I recommend. It's so cute. This is my Linda dress from Sinclair Patterns. This is a size 14 toe file. I really love this one. You'll see the detail of the neckline up close. There is a bodice with an A-line skirt sewn onto here, and I've used the swim fabric black and white. My skirt is 2 inches shorter than the original just because I like it this length. And up closer here, you're going to see the bodice seam. This bodice seam is exactly at my waist height right there. As you can see, perfect. I didn't have to do any adjustment. The back seam has some shaping. It's curved, so it's not a rectangle at the back, and it's beautiful at the back. There's no extra fabric. I think the fit is super good. Here's a look at the neckline. It looks like a V type of neckline, slightly rounded. There is a twist feature in there. I have sewn a sleeveless version. But of course, there's sleeves up available if you want to do sleeves. The twist there is very, very fun to sew. It's not hard at all, and I can bend over and not show anything. There's a closer look at the twist. Binding finish on the inside. And I promise you that twist was not hard to do. It's one of the last steps that you do with this pattern construction, and it's just very genius the way it was designed. I'm so grateful for the height files that Sinclair Patterns has. It makes a huge difference, especially because I'm taller and I usually have to add length to things. And this is so beautiful. This was a gift for myself. I'm 46 today. I sewed it on my birthday very early morning, and I'm super happy with my birthday dress. I think it's really pretty, and I'm glad I got to sew it. It's not a basic dress. That neckline makes it super special, and the print is a little dizzying, I know, but in person you can really see the twist detail. A dress is an outfit in itself, but because I like to layer in things, here is a sleeveless vest in a tan caramel color, matching shoes and bags. I think it looks really nice. The dress is not bulky, there's no bulk with the skirts, A-lined, and I think it matches beautifully with the silhouette of this sleeveless blazer. So yeah, I love how this looks. It's definitely a way to wear it when I want a little light layer on the top. The lapel is simple. You can still see the beautiful neckline and all the details of the dress underneath this blazer. It's definitely a way that I could wear this. There's many more. With black and white, you can pair any color to it and it'll look amazing. This is my Go With The Flow dress from Pattern Emporium. I've sewn a straight size 14 with the full bust option with a bust dart on the front. It's a swing style dress, super flowy. I've got a rayon twill here. And then the yoke that is part of the neckline is made out of linen rayon blend. Super pretty. I love that contrast because you can really see this yoke and the shape it has with all the V points. Really pretty, easy fit, easy wear, super fresh, super breezy. I made the mini length a little bit longer because I didn't want a mini length dress or a maxi. So it's really easy to cut in the middle and get whatever length you want. There's a center back seam right there. I'm sure you can tell how flowy this is. Check out this neckline. I have adjusted the straps to my liking. I'm quite happy with the coverage here. You know, this is a personal preference. And I think here I'm perfectly covered up, no bra showing, nothing like that. The fit above the bust is super comfortable. And I love that contrast navy. It goes perfectly with my print. And I'm happy I did this because you can really see what's going on. Otherwise, I would have just had to use a solid, and I really wanted to use that print. So this is how I can get away with it, by mixing materials and doing a little bit of color blocking. It's breezy to wear. I can't wait to get out of my house in this dress. Plus, it's really hot right now. Now, of course, let's see it with a belt. This is a blue leather belt. It goes a little bit shorter if you put a belt, a little bit of blousing happening there, but definitely one way I could wear it if I wanted to have a little bit of waist definition, and also if I wanted to put a topper layer on top. Otherwise, I would be very happy to wear it just loose like it is. I think it looks cute like this as well. So it's always good to have options, and belts are always great. I have them in every single color. I wouldn't wear a dress like this with a jacket on top without the belt. I do want to give myself some waist definition in there, especially when the dress is swing style and has so much volume. So this way I feel I'm more balanced. This is a shorter jacket made out of linen, the downtown jacket, also from Pattern Emporium. I think it goes really well. I really wouldn't want to wear a jacket that's longer than this one, just because of the volume of the skirt and the amount of ease that we have here. So this is great. I love it. They go together beautifully, and it's another way I can wear this gorgeous new dress with a little jacket if I want some extra cover for a spring or an autumn day. Love how this looks. This is my first Vikos dress from Itch to Stitch. I used an amazing double border print, really interesting. You can see I've managed to place the higher parts of the print in the centers and sort of match the sides a little bit. Took a little bit of brain work to get that to make sense, and I have parts of the borders on the sleeves. I did cut the whole thing on the cross grain. This is a size 12 C cup, blended to a 14 at the hips, or the original length. There's no changes made to the pattern for feet. At the back, there is a center back seam for shaping, and close to the bust, there's a side buster. My choice is the C cup option. At the end of the 3/4 length sleeves, you can sew a cuff like this that's overlapped, very pretty, or you can just hem it normally and add a little sleeve tab. So there are options. You can also sew a short sleeve. Check out this beautiful neckline that's rounded with a little slit in the middle, a little V. It's all neatly finished inside with a facing. All that facing is top stitched down, so nothing moves around while you're wearing the garment. There's a closer look at the V neckline. It's very neat. There's a lot of hand basting going on there to get everything to lie nice and flat. I'm very happy with how that looks, super clean. And on the side is my buster that was correctly placed for me. Shoulder and sleeve fit, super comfortable. It fits at the shoulders. I'm very happy with this one and with this original length. It's a little bit long, but I know that if I belt it, it'll end up being a little bit shorter. And of course, I'll show you how it looks like belted. But I love how it looks like this. I think it's not boxy at all. And the fabric helps as well because it flows nicely. Here's my Vikos dress belted. I used a nice brown belt, nothing too contrasting. There's a little bit of blousing that happens when you belt, and that's why dresses become a little bit shorter. I love that original length allows me to belt it without the dress becoming extremely short. So this is another option for me to wear it. If I end up wanting to use a jacket over it, I will definitely belt it. And there might be where I want to have a more defined waist area of my body. Otherwise, I'm very happy to wear it just loose as it is. But there you can see both options. I used an athletic knit to make my new Vacay All Day dress by Pattern Emporium. I've sewn a size 16 Australian, no fitting changes other than making the mini dress 8 inches longer here. It's a swing style dress, neat fabrics here, swingy, fresh, amazing. It's got straps. You see the details up close, but the fit is very comfortable. You need to just focus mainly on your bust size because you have a lot of space at the waist and hips. You can see the print has subtle stripes, not traditional stripes, that I did manage to match on the side seams. I've used a wider strap that you're going to see up closer. You can sew a rounded or a V neckline option. I've sewn the V neckline option, as you can see right there. The back is straight. I've got wide straps, 3/4 of an inch. And I did something different. I used a bra strap elastic and covered it with my main fabric. It does a pretty good job at covering my bra strap. I've got a little ring there to hold everything in place. The binding the straps was super fun to sew for me. Nice technique. That V neckband is super easy and such a nice floaty dress. Of course, with any swing style garment, you can wear a belt. And that's how it looks like with the belt on. If I wore the dress on its own, I'd probably wear it without the belt. But if I want a little jacket on top, I will use the belt. So you'll see two toppers next, colorful combinations. Here I've got a pink linen shirt that can be worn open. I love that. Pink bag, black shoes, little black belt. Lovely, lovely outfit that I can't wait to wear out. I wouldn't want to have the wide dress underneath the jacket. I think that would look a little bit frumpy. So having the belt there, not especially tight, but at least it defines a little bit of your shape underneath the jacket. And I think it looks so much better than having the dress without the belt. So that's what I do with swing styles all the time, no exception. Here's another fun look with a red topper instead, red shoes, red belt, red bag. Just go for all the red. I'm one happy person dressed in red usually. And I love the black and white and red combination. I think this is great. Very, very wearable outfit for me. I can't wait to leave the house dressed exactly like this. I'm so comfortable. And this is a classic look. I don't think it's in style or out of style. I think you could always wear something like this and be okay and feel great. This is my Vera dress from Sinclair Patterns. It's a swing style dress. Mine is a size 14, toe file 0, changes for the fit here made as per the pattern. My fabric is a stripy rayon linen blend, 70% rayon, 30% linen. That's why it's so nice and drapey. I wouldn't make a swing style in a fabric that didn't drape, so I think this is perfect. Nice and fitted at the bust and the high bust, but then at the waist and hips it just flares out. Gorgeous. There is a center back seam. Now on the hem, there is a hem facing that I'm about to show you. It's quite wide. It's curved. It follows the shape of the dress and creates a lovely weighty look. The neckline is rounded, sleeveless armholes. It's all finished with a all-in-one facing, clean sleeveless finish. But there's no burrito method over here. And that's possible because it's a center back seam. You can see I can bend over, and I think the depth of this round neckline is perfect. The type of facing that goes above the bust, so I think that's perfect, doesn't cut through the bust. There is a bust dart there that fits perfectly for the CD cup size option that I chose. And it's just a wonderful floaty dress. I can't wait to wear it. It barely touches my skin. It's super fresh, perfect for summer. I'm all in favor of swing dresses. Not everything has to be super fitted and waist defining. And if I want to define my waist a little bit, there's always the belt. Now, I should have made my dress maybe an inch longer to have the belt not end up so short. I mean, it's not too short, but it is short-ish. I can still wear it like that. And this is the way I'm going to wear it with jackets on top. Here, I've got it paired with a denim shirt in gray. I've kept my silver belt and I've brought out some gray heels, gorgeous. At my age, I'm still quite happy with this length of garment. I don't mind showing my legs from above the knee down, so it doesn't turn into a mini dress. But for the next version of this dress that I make, I'm going to add about an inch of length so that with the boat, it doesn't end up as short as this. But very neutral, very wearable, love it. Here is the same concept. I have a shorter topper with a dolman sleeve. I've brought out all the red accessories here to liven it up compared to the other outfit, it was more neutral. Belt, I absolutely love how this looks. I figured out if I wear the belt looser, the dress doesn't hike up as much. So I've got the belt quite loose here, but it still defines the waist. And it's the only way I wear swing styles with a topper. It's got me all over it. I can't wait to wear this out. Of course, anything red and I'm happy. This is my second Vera dress from Sinclair Patterns, same size as the gray one, size 14, toe file. This one is a little longer. I added 1.5 extra inches way above the hem to not interrupt the hem facing. And it's the same flowy style, just a stripy rayon linen blend, 70% rayon, 30% linen. I think the flow is amazing. There is the hem at the bottom with the big facing. It's a really nice technique. It makes the hem fall beautifully. And this time, instead of doing the all-in-one facing, I did binding, bias tape that I made myself. And I love how that looks on the bias and exposed. That's what I did there. I didn't put it to the inside of the garment. Very happy with the depth of this neckline and the cover of the armhole. It's just perfect. Bust dart there, very discreet. I managed to match up the stripes vertically on that dart. And this is going to be such a floaty dress to wear on its own. No belt required if you don't need one, but of course the belt is always going to be an option, especially if I want to wear a jacket on the top. Absolutely love this one. I love this combination of 3 colors. I've just added on a red belt here so you can see the difference. Now with this belt, the skirt rides up a little bit and it's just above the knee, exactly where I want it to be. So happy I added the 1.5 inches. This is always going to be a personal preference. But with the belt, it does make a big difference. The waist becomes a little bit more defined, but you still have the amazing volume and flow of the skirt there. Absolutely love how this looks like with a belt. Here I'm wearing a cropped linen blazer on its own without the belt, so you can see what the difference is with the belt. Whenever I wear something with a bit more volume with a topper, I always grab the belt because it just makes a huge difference. I would not wear it as is right there. I wouldn't be happy with all the volume everywhere. So huge difference with the black belt there. It just makes the silhouette a little bit more balanced and it defines where the waist is on the body. So I really love this. The black, can't go wrong. Check out the size of this bag. It fits a water bottle. I love big bags like that. And this is a great outfit I could really, really enjoy. There's no way to go wrong with a little black blazer, and especially a short one like this one, I think matches the silhouette of the skirt perfectly. This is a ready-to-wear blazer, by the way. Here we have a more wintry autumn look. This is also a ready-to-wear jacket in like a stretch velour type of thing. I've got my other pair of boots that are a little more formal. They have a heel that's a little finer, same as the point. And this is perfect. It'll never get that cold here that I need more than this. This is just perfect. Again, with the belt, I think it looks really nice. And it's another way I can stretch out the wear of this dress to go through the whole year, all the way from summer to autumn, winter. But, context, I live in Brazil. My winters are very kind. So this would be enough. And check out that this jacket is longer, but it still looks great. I think the dress can go a long way with different types of tops. I think the belt here makes all the difference. This is my Kashi dress from Itch to Stitch. This is a t-shirt pattern, but this one has a few hacks. I've made it sleeveless and I love this length. I added about 3/4 of an inch to the length and I added a little flounce on the back. It's very discreet, but it adds a little bit of swish there. Lovely in an athletic knit. This is a size 10 to 12 waist to 16 hips. There is a closer look at the flounce. I determined the length of it on myself. It's way below my bottom and I think it looks adorable if I say so myself. Check out this waist ease, super comfortable. This is not boxy, but it's not fitted either. It doesn't have a center back seam. There you can see the flounce a little bit. I'm so proud of how it turned out. It was so easy to do the slash and spread method and it adds something really special to a simple t-shirt dress that fits amazing. Love adding things like that. Here is the V neckline option that I chose, which is part of the pattern. Neckband went in easy and you can barely see the bust studs there. I added sleeveless armholes and modified it to be a little narrower. You can see that the V neckline is not low. I can bend over and do things and nothing is going to show. There's a closer look at the neckline. So lovely. The binding technique I use here is super discreet. Stitch in a ditch. You can barely see it and it achieves the purpose of getting a great armhole. Absolutely love how this turned out. The colors are so vibrant. I would wear it on its own just because the dress is such a showstopper with the print. Lovely. But I will wear a topper only if it's red or black because I think those are the colors that suit me the best. Here is my lovely t-shirt dress, Kashi from Itch to Stitch with a Deba topper, also from Itch to Stitch. So lovely. I kept the black heels and the black bag just to tone the outfit down a little bit. This is gorgeous. I can't wait to wear this. You could swap the heels for sneakers as well or sandals or something more comfortable. Oh my gosh, this is just my dream dress. The print is everything and I love that little flounce. The length of the topper is fine. This is not a fit and flare dress. It's not a bodycon either. I wouldn't wear a bodycon with a short topper like this. So I think the ease on this dress is perfect for this little topper. I think the silhouette is quite balanced. I love the length of the dress at the mid-knee. It's just so cute. I'm so happy I did the little hack and I made it sleeveless because let's be honest, I want everything sleeveless. That is actually what I want because it's so hot here. So I'm so happy I can make little changes to patterns that fit well and I can be 100% happy. This is my Fiesta dress from Sinclair Patterns. Gorgeous, lovely ITY print here. I love the design of this dress. Mine is sleeveless, but you can also do sleeves. Knit dress, so super comfortable. Up closer you can see that there's a bodice seam that is meant to hit slightly above the natural waist. I did lengthen my bodice by 5/8 of an inch to achieve that, otherwise it would have been too short. The fit is outstanding. Skirt has a lovely A-line shape with a center front pleat right there. I think it looks super pretty. And now the most important thing is the ruching at the center front. This is the lower V neckline option. There is a higher V neckline you can also choose, but that center front ruching is amazing. You're going to see it closer now. Look at this, is an elastic sewn into that seam and it creates all that. Of course, you would see it more if this was a solid, but I just could not get away from this print. This sleeveless version is finished with a binding, same fabric. I actually lined the whole bodice here and it's such a lovely dress. The colors here are amazing. I actually have a jacket that matches the pink tone in there. That's quite subtle. I think would be stunning. And it's also going to match black. So let's see it on with some toppers, but on its own, it's just precious. I love it. Mine's a size 14 toe file. Here I am holding a little black jacket. It's made out of linen, it's short sleeve and it's sort of cropped just a little below my natural waist, which is perfect for a fit and flare style like this one. I think it looks super darling and it's something I want to wear immediately. As soon as I have a chance, I'm going to be wearing this exactly like this. And it's so pretty. The jacket being shorter just doesn't get in the way with the volume of the skirt. I think it looks really balanced for my height and I think it's super nice. This little jacket goes a long way with all my fit and flare dresses and this is another way I can wear it. Really, really love it. Here is the jacket that I was talking about that matches the pink tone. I have a bag that matches as well. This jacket is nicely shaped. It's a denim style jacket, but made out of linen instead. It's at the high hip, so I think it's perfect as well. Does not interfere with the volume of the dress. I would not wear a jacket that's longer and wider with a dress like this. I think it wouldn't look too great. So this is amazing. I have two toppers that go perfectly for an air-conditioned place or somewhere you just want a little extra. These two jackets are very light. They're for summer and spring, which matches the winter weather that I get over here. So I think this is perfect. As soon as I saw this ITY, I remembered I had this jacket in this color, which is amazing. So I'm glad that this pairs perfectly. This is my dream on dress from Pattern Emporium. I used the gorgeous ITY print. There's lots of options in this dress. They all have a fitted bodice, of course, and two tiers. The lengths can vary from mini to knee to midi to maxi. I have the knee length and it's actually at the mid knee. I think it's a good length for me. The bodice hits my waist. I actually sewed a bodice for a tall person because there's a lower cut line and the tees are wonderful. This fabric is amazing because you don't get all the bulk and the fabric takes the gathers beautifully. They just don't puff out at all and create a lot of volume. I've got the mid neckline. There's a lower one and a higher one with a neckband. I used the contrasting cotton lycra right there. Super easy to put in. There you can see it. I've actually lined my bodice because I lined all of my ITY bodices and I've got the shorter bishop sleeve option. There's a longer bishop sleeve, regular sleeves, you know, lots of lengths, cap, long, 3/4, lots of options. I really love how it turned out. It's swishy, it's fresh, it's light. It's everything I dreamed of. When I chose my fabric, I could already envision the floatiness and how wonderful this dress was going to be. I really enjoyed sewing it. This is my bluegrass dress from Love Notions. Mine is a size large with a standard bust option. I've made it out of 100% cotton denim, medium weight. I made mine with all the detail, the long sleeve and the placket, but remember you can always make a sleeveless shirt dress if you want. So you can make a shirt. Here you can see the waist seam and the slanted pocket opening. I think it's really nice. The waist sits at my waist after lengthening the bodice by 3/4 of an inch. At the back, you can see there are princess seams and waist studs on the skirt. I can also wear it with a belt if I wanted to. There's not a lot of ease around the waist, so I think the optional sash or the belt would always be nice if you want to, but loose would look okay as well. It won't look shapeless. So I'm showing you both options here. The belt looks nice. I think I would wear it on occasion. Usually when I wear a jacket, I would wear a belt, but usually I would just use it without. I'm really happy with the fit of this dress. My sleeves are 3/4 of an inch longer. The pockets are fun to sew and very easy as well. On the inside, you can use a contrasting fabric that no one will see. So I've used a nice quilting cotton that matches there. It's all very stable. The long sleeves have a tower placket that was so easy to sew with denim. And then there is the collar and collar stand, classic feature of a shirt dress, the placket on the inside. Lots of buttons. I did not put a button on the top because I'll never wear it closed all the way. And here are my pocket flaps and patch pockets on both sides, the princess seams. I had to lower the bust point of the front princess seam by 1.5 inches. No changes to the back. I think this is personal fitting that you should expect to do because everyone's bust height is at a different height. Love the classic features of this shirt dress. You can wear it without the belt, wear it with the belt. It's going to be amazing. I love the fit of the shoulders and the sleeves. It's all very comfortable and wearing it on its own is amazing. But I'm going to show it to you styled with 2 toppers and another more casual way. So let's see. I bet you weren't expecting to see a cape over it. I think it's perfect. I live in Brazil. My winter can get very mild and this would be enough for me to go out in the winter when it gets cold around the low 60s. So this is super nice. The cape is comfortable. It leaves my sleeves free. I don't think I'd want to wear a long sleeve denim dress underneath a regular jacket. I think it would feel bulky, but this is perfect. It shows the features of the sleeves, the tower placket, and it just gives you enough warmth on your back, on your upper arms. And I think this looks really nice. I think I'd always want to wear a belt if I wear a topper just to highlight the waist a little bit more and just to add something to the outfit. You know, accessories are always welcome, especially belts and bags and sunglasses because that's as far as I'll go. And I love this winter outfit for me, although this dress does not have to be for winter. And this is so cool. Let me tell you, I feel amazing with my cape here and my denim dress. Here is another cape option. Love this one because it's got more colors on it. I've brought some red boots and a red belt, red bag. Denim's always going to go with any color, but I think this particular combination is really, really nice. I feel really great. Another cape that leaves the sleeves free of the denim dress to just shine and provide the warmth without getting in the way of feeling bulky under a regular jacket with sleeves. The belt's always going to be there. I think this looks amazing. And even though I'm wearing a topper, you can still really see all the details of the beautiful dress. So can't wait to wear these 2 outfits out. I'm headed into autumn and winter now, and this is going to be amazing. Absolutely love it. But I've sort of dressed up these a little bit. Let's see one super laid back, super casual. The styling is always going to be very simple when I get dressed. This time, no belt, nothing like that. Just a very nice pair of leather sneakers. These sneakers, so comfortable and so stylish. Beige tones with white. I could walk all day in this one. Got a nice fun bag that can fit a lot of things and a little beige scarf. This would be an amazing outfit for a casual day out where I could feel really nice because I've got an amazing dress on. I wouldn't wear a belt on a day where I'm going to be out and about because I would feel it and it would start getting uncomfortable after a while. So just like this, I feel is okay. Remember, you have the sash option. If you like that, you could use that as well, but I didn't sew the sash this time. This is my second bluegrass dress that I've made. This is a pattern from Love Notions. This time I've made it in a print linen. The same size, the same fit, just simplified in a lot of ways because of the print. I did skip several of the details, although all the pattern pieces are the same, the main ones. I don't have the hip pockets here because you would never see them with this print. I don't have the chest pockets. I didn't do any top stitching. It's the same beautiful bodice waist right there that fits amazingly with the back darts on the skirt and the princess seams on the front. You can't see it from there, but I extended my button placket to be included in the center front pieces, so it's just folded in. Check out those beautiful green buttons. Love those. It's just an amazing dress. This was a dream print for me. Really tropical, totally my style. Check out those gorgeous buttons. I can't believe I had those. And as you can see, I just sewed the collar stand. I didn't sew the collar. It's like a collar band. I love it. This one is sleeveless. This is an official option of the pattern. I finished it with binding and you can see the fit is amazing. I love how it looks with this linen rayon blend. It's a softer type of feel compared to the version I made in denim, which is stiff still, even though I've washed it a few times. This is amazing. It's a dream dress. The tropical print is everything. These 3 colors are gorgeous. And I love that green. I think it's a color that suits my style and my coloring. So I'm very, very happy with this one. Took way less time to sew than my denim version because of all the details that are not here. But sometimes I think with prints, you need to keep it simple and just let the print shine and the beautiful fit shine here of the dress. All the princess seams front and back make it glorious. I love it. It was really fun to sew. It's the same size large with a standard bust. Same adjustments I made for the other version I made in denim. Here is the exact same dress with the same shoes, only because now I'm wearing a little blazer, I've added a little belt. I I find it hard to wear a blazer without a belt if I'm wearing a dress. It just highlights the waist a little bit more. It just gives you a little bit more shape underneath something like a blazer. This is a cropped one, and I think it looks really beautiful. It still lets you see all the details of the dress underneath, and the black belt is very, very simple. It's a thin belt, so it's not uncomfortable at all, and I think it looks really pretty. If I need a light layer, this is an option, and I love it. Now, I don't have the collar here, and I think that's great. I think it makes the neckline a little less polluted here, and it's not competing with the neckline of the blazer, which has a collar and lapel. So I think this is perfect. Now I've swapped the beautiful heels for a more walkable heel. This is a more casual outfit for me. Block heels in leather. I can walk all day in these. No belt this time, a slouchy bag, and my sleeveless Metra blazer that goes with everything if I need a light layer on the top. So I can dress this down a little bit or dress it up, do whatever I want. I think the linen is amazing, and this print is just to die for, at least in my eyes. I love how it turned out. Very satisfied with my fabric choice. I have many, many linen prints, but this one was calling me and I took on the challenge to make it in this one. This is my Simeon dress from Itch to Stitch. This is a rayon linen blend, 70% rayon, 30% linen. It's a really nice pull-on dress, right over your head, no zippers. Mine is a size 12 C cup, 12 waist and blended to a 14 hip. I've got the cow neckline. There's a really nice amount of ease, and there's really interesting princess seams come from the neckline. There's a center back seam with shaping. I suggest you keep that. It's beautiful. And here is the princess seam that comes from the neckline and curves over to the hip area. In this section, you can sew inseam pockets as an option. I didn't do that with mine. And here is the beautiful cow neckline. It's a piece cut on the bias. It's stitched in the ditch right there. And on the inside, you have a little fold. It's a very neat finish. Beautiful. I love it. Doesn't add any heat or weight onto the garment. And the princess seams fit beautifully with the C cup. Really love it. If the cow neckline option is not your jam, you can sew a simple facing as well. I have a short sleeve. I think the fit is beautiful at the shoulders. Good mobility, very comfortable sleeve here and a great length. You can also sew a 3/4 length sleeve if that's what you prefer. And you can see it's nice and flowy. It's not boxy, it's not fitted, it's just right. But as usual, you can wear it with a belt. So let's see. I've got a matching belt in a green tone as well, kept my red shoes and bag, and I think it gives it another look. It cinches in the waist, gives you a little bit more definition. But as I said, it's not a boxy dress. I think it's well shaped. This is just another option. And I usually don't wear belts when I'm wearing my dresses just on their own. I usually just wear them as they are, so I find that more comfortable. But if I wear jackets, then I usually bring out my belts. So that is the look of the dress. I think it's really beautiful. I love that cow neckline. It's not too voluminous. I thought it was going to feel hot on, but I can barely feel that it's there. And it just makes it really pretty. I've brought out lots of my jackets here. This is a beige one in linen. It's super nice. Got matching shoes and bag right there. This is a ready-to-wear jacket. I bought this summer in a sale, so I couldn't pass that up. Great quality fabric. And of course, this neutral color of the dress is going to go with a lot of my jackets. So this is nice. This blazer doesn't have a collar. It's just a simple neckline with a facing. So it's really nice and streamlined with the cow neckline. I think it really lets the cow neckline shine. But you're going to see my other jackets all have collars and things. And the cow neckline looks great, just the same. So this is an option. Really like it. Now this is a green jacket that I have. I'm more dressed in green here. Different tones of green, but I think it looks really nice. Black heels and a black bag. You know, I can't get away from these heels. They're so pretty. And you can see the tag of my belt. I have to cut that away. Yeah, I really like this. The jacket is nice and short, so I don't think it looks really boxy. And I think it matches the style of the dress beautifully. This style of dress is going to match a lot of styles of jackets, in my opinion. So I'm quite happy I have a lot of options. And this color is a neutral. It goes with everything, including this caramel tone jacket, caramel shoes. I don't know. It's a tan color. It's really beautiful. Really love it. This is another ready-to-wear jacket that I have. And I think this color combination is perfect as well. When I chose the color of this dress, I thought it was pretty blah. But knowing, you know, not everything has to be super bright. Sometimes neutrals are needed. And this type of neutral green actually matches every single color that I have. So I'm quite happy. And this looks really, really nice. This is a more traditional way, just a black blazer, also short. I really love this blazer. It's ready to wear. I need to make myself some crop blazers because I grab this one a lot. I've got a black belt, black shoes, everything really, really basic, really easy to get dressed like this. And the dress looks beautiful underneath the blazer as well. I think it's a beautiful, well-fitting dress. I really enjoyed making it, and finding so many ways I can wear it is really exciting. And to finish it off, let's brighten it up with a wine color little shirt. This was a shirt that was long, but I cropped it. It's a hack. Got matching shoes. I think the green and this wine color burgundy-ish looks really, really nice. I could have also brought in a red jacket, and I think this green would have looked amazing as well. Purple, navy. I mean, so many colors would look amazing with this color. So I don't regret making a neutral. They are needed. They're not the most exciting colors, but the dress is amazing and I'm glad to have it. And I'm happy I can wear it so many ways. This is a brand new dress I made for this Feature Friday. You can see all about this dress on the Love Notions YouTube channel. I made a video for them there showing you how to line this bodice. It's a lightweight rayon, so I thought lining the bodice was going to be appropriate. I also show how to create that neat panel on the back. And this is lovely. It's a rayon with some birds in there that are difficult to see. In essence, it's a nice black and white print that I really love. On the inside, the lining is white, but you can't see it, and it feels amazing on. The neckline, the V neckline is beautiful. It's got great coverage. I did keep the side bust darts that are the original design here, and there is my heavy knit on the back. Lovely, covers my bra strap beautifully. And the bust dart was already fitted to me, so I'm very happy with that. And it's so, so pretty. Absolutely love it. Because this is a black and white dress, I can choose many of my jackets, little short jackets and toppers that I have available in any color. It's going to work. So I'm really happy about that. I brought out the same topper that you saw before in red linen. It looks really nice. Red little shoes. This is adorable. This is a color combination I always choose and go for because it suits me and I love it. I feel amazing in red and black and white. So this is a dream outfit for me and I really love it. Here I'm dressing it down, keeping it casual with some sneakers. I think it looks adorable. This is a jacket that is meant to be sewn with denim, but I made it linen instead, keeping it nice and casual. I really like this one, although it's a bit longer. It's a jacket that has quite a lot of shaping in there. It's not boxy. So I think it goes well with the dress as well. Love that magenta color. This is my first Going Places dress from Pattern Emporium. I've got a straight skirt option with the flounce at the bottom. Lovely. I made a size 16. The only change I made was to make the skirt a little bit shorter so that the flounce wouldn't hit below my knee. It's 2.5 inches shorter. The back has the straps as you can see, but from the front it just looks like a regular sleeveless dress. It's really nice. This is a Ponte Roma. I love the print. It's just amazing and I didn't really need to match anything up. There is a center back seam which improves the fit at the back. It's a fitted bodice, but I still have a little bit of ease on my dress. I don't feel it's skin tight and I've chosen the high square neckline, which is super nice. I've done the finishing of the neckline and the straps with binding. You can also use bands. It took a little while to do, but it's so worth it. It's so neat and it's such a pretty dress. I love the wide straps and that you can't see your bra at all. Very bra friendly. So I don't have to worry about that. And I consider this being tastefully covered. I'm really comfortable with this amount of skin showing at the back. I love the teal here, which is not a common color for me, but I found this print and was inspired to sew it. And I love this dress. Can't wait to wear it out. Super gorgeous and it's super comfortable. This is my second Going Places dress from Pattern Emporium, same size 16, only this time it's a fit and flare option. Lovely stretch velvet in green. It's just so amazing. I love how the light shines on it and you get all this texture. Super, super lovely. I love it with the heels. And this one has more volume at the bottom, of course, but the bodice continues to be nice and fitted. Center back seam is really, really good. It really fits amazingly at the back. You see there's no excess fabric there. I love that it's there. And this stretch velvet, as you can see, is quite drapey, which matches the silhouette perfectly. I've used a leather look jersey, athletic knit, to do the binding, and it's a very similar color. I thought it was going to look cool, but also was going to be easier to manage than trying to do binding with this stretch velvet that was very slippery. It would have been a nightmare. So I'm really happy to combine these. This could be a party dress. I don't go to parties. I don't think it's that fancy. But it's a very different dress to the others that I have, and I love it so much. I've kept the high square neckline. I think the low square neckline would be a bit too revealing for me, at least for what I prefer, and I'm very happy. There are rounded neckline options. There's a boat neckline option that's higher. There's a lot of options, but you always get this beautiful back detail with the straps. Super nice. Loved sewing this one. Check out my newest dress made with double brush poly, so it's fuzzy on the inside and the outside. It's supposed to be a winter dress. I've got long sleeves. Willow wrap dress from Love Notions. It's really, really pretty. I've made all of mine in prints before, and this is the first time I make it in a solid. I think it's really nice, and I'm really going to enjoy it for now because I'm actually in winter as we speak. Super lovely. I've got the skirt just at the knee. I've already done the fitting here. The waist hits my waist. This one overlaps on that side, and I chose the pleated version. Although instead of the pleats, I gathered it instead, and I think that's really cute, easy to do. And with the solid, you can actually see it. I've done this before in a rayon spandex print. You couldn't see the detail at all. Now, you might see that I have a seam on the back, like princess seams. I did that just because I wasn't going to be able to cut it any other way. So it doesn't affect the fit, it's just extra seams there. And my back is double. Now, this is a winter dress, and I happen to love this higher crossover. It's very, very high. You can see it's not going to make me too cold. I can put on a scarf as well. The low cut option I think is more for hot weather. But even then, I've made all of my dresses like I just like this higher crossover. It's really nice. Long sleeves, which is a new thing, and I really love it. I have a double layer on the back. I chose to do a neckband, which is quite long because it goes from here, down here, and all the way over here. And this is a leather look jersey in red. I thought it was going to be a nice little detail. It's the only place where this knit was used in this dress, and I love it. Dress like this was the perfect choice for double brush poly. Single brush poly would have been okay as well, but I would rather use that for short sleeve thing and things for spring. This is 100% a winter dress for me, and that's why I did the long sleeves. Super love it, and this is amazing. Check out this new Willow wrap dress with my cape. This is an amazing cape I made at the end of last year. It's got red in it, so it's perfect. And I always knew I wanted a red dress to go with it, so this is how I'll be wearing it when it gets cold. I don't need much more than that for how cold it gets here. So this is great with boots. I absolutely love it. The length of the dress is perfect under the cape. The dress is fitted. I don't need a belt under there, nothing. It's very simple to get dressed. I could not help myself but make a dress out of this pattern. I just lengthened it by about 15 inches, keeping it straight down. Fits really amazingly over the hips, the waist, and the bust, which means there's no zipper needed. I simplified it by putting the front on the fold and eliminating that facing and button placket. I just created a simple V neckline facing, kept everything the same. It's just not got the buttons. Lovely darts at the back, look beautiful on a dress like this one. And I love the ease here. It's not fitted, it's not tight. The V neckline has the same depth as the one with the buttons. It's just simple. Bust dart placement is awesome. I've kept the same single flighter option. Just because my fabric is a little heavier with the linen, I wouldn't do the double ruffle, but I'd do that if I had a lighter fabric. I have top stitch that facing down. It was a really easy hack to achieve, and most tops can become dresses, and I love the top so much that I knew this could slip right on over my head. The V neckline opening was wide enough to fit my head, and I didn't need the buttons to get in and out. So this is amazing. Absolutely love how it turned out. And this feather print in this linen rayon blend is super bright, and it's got me all over it. I love anything with a navy blue background. I think is really cool. I'm going to really enjoy this dress just to wear on its own and showcase the print here and the lovely fit. And then I'm going to show you one option a little bit more sporty, like the cool people. Here I've got some white sneakers. I've pulled out my tennis denim jacket. It's also a pattern from Itch to Stitch I made many years ago, which is a classic and a great fit, and it goes beautifully over this linen dress that has all these blue tones in it. You can dress it down casual as well, and it looks amazing. Love it. Straight silhouette under the denim also is always going to look nice. And the little flutter detail on the shoulders doesn't really upset me. It doesn't feel bulky underneath the sleeve, and no one's going to know I've got this amazing little feature under there. So cute. So cute. The Juliet from Love Notions. This time I've lengthened it to make it into a nightie. This is a rayon spandex, and I am not fond of this fabric. The print actually hurts my eyes a little bit, but it's incredibly soft and very suited for a nightie pajama type thing. You can see my top is longer. It's 8 inches longer, so it's around 4 or 5 inches above the knee. If I wanted to lengthen this to be a dress to wear out to make with a nicer fabric, I would have to lengthen about double that. Totally possible. I've used the single yoke here. The gathers fall beautifully with rayon spandex. Sleeve fit is perfect. Shoulder fit, it's all good. This is a size large with a standard bust, and I've got the binding there on the neckline, which turned out amazingly neat. It was a really nice make. I'm very happy to have it. I know I'm going to enjoy wearing it as long as I don't look at it that much. I know my husband is not a fan. My son thinks it's funny. I find the print a little clownish, to be honest, but I had bought it initially. I liked it about 8 years ago. So why not make it into something? And this is perfect for a nightgown, pajama, nightie situation with rayon spandex. The Juliet can be perfect. And it's great because you can also wear it out if you make it in nicer fabrics like I've done in the past. Now, if I were to use this outside someday, I would get this mini dress and put a denim jacket on it and wear sneakers. And this is super casual. I think denim is going to make anything look great. So that's why I have the denim jacket. And yeah, this is one way I could possibly wear this out before the fabric starts getting a little bit ugly looking, because rayon spandex doesn't last looking very vibrant like that for such a long time. So yeah, very casual situation, nice loose dress underneath. That's actually a nightgown. And I could see myself wearing this out like this in some occasion, but it's probably going to just be pajamas. I don't regret making it, even though I'm not a fan of the fabric. I had bought it, might as well use it up, right? This is my new Clearwater dress from Love Notions. I made a few changes to make this an everyday dress that I could dress up or down. It's not necessarily a sporty dress, but it is actually the same pattern. It's a size large standard bust. It's 5 3/8 longer than the original, so that it's a length I can wear out. You can see it's nice and fitted at the bust, but then it's got some space at the waist. I did take in those back princess seams a little bit to follow my shape. Love this A-line shape of the skirt, and check out this athletic knit. That print is so beautiful. Love that green background. Now, I don't have a sports bra here, so I modified this neckline to be rounded, and I finished the armholes and neckline with binding. Very easy technique, and that allows me to wear my regular bra. As I said, this is a regular dress. It's not meant to be finished with a sports bra. So I did change that. The back sort of looks the same. The front just looks a little more rounded. I love those princess seams that come from above the bust. I think the fit is so nice. The coverage on my armholes, the neckline is great, and I love this dress so much. I mean, the Clearwater, yeah, it can be a tennis dress or a sport dress. I have made one of those, but this one to wear out is going to be also amazing. Now let's see some toppers. I have this green linen jacket that goes perfectly with the dress. It's a little sporty because it's got some gathering at the waist, very nice details on the jacket, and it goes beautiful over the dress. I usually wear belts when I wear jackets and dresses. Not in this case. I think it looks absolutely fine. The volume of the skirt is not a lot. It goes really well with this silhouette, and I'm really happy to have it. I could swap the nice shoes and just put sneakers, and then another bag would make it totally sporty as well. Now, this was a little bit more dressy. I grabbed a ready-to-wear 100% linen blazer I bought in a sale. I could not pass it up. It's got a simple lapel, and it goes beautifully over this dress as well. The length of the jacket and the ease, perfect. So lots of options to dress it up or just use it casual. I'm so happy. When I was looking at items to go with the dress, I found so many. So that makes my day. You've probably seen my sleeveless Metra hack about 1 billion times because it literally goes over everything. This is a scuba stretch suede fabric that I left raw. Lapels of the Metra, beautiful. Sleeveless, it's all very nice. And of course, it was going to look amazing over this dress. There is no black in the print of the dress, but I think bringing all the accessories black, it makes total sense as well. Love it. And I left the fun sporty look for last. I grabbed some really fun leather sneakers that are so nice with my denim jacket, a blue bag to go with the denim. And I think the colors go beautifully, and so does the style. So you can see you can make a regular dress out of the Clearwater swim essentials as well. This is my brand new Cadence dress. I've just got it like it is. You can see it's a little loose at the waist. You have the option of putting a casing with elastic there, but I left it as is. You can see it's at the mid-knee, below the knee, but there's always the belt, which is my option. I really want to use the belt because it just makes it a little more versatile. When I put the belt on, it's going to become a little shorter. That's how it looks like with the belt on. I'm much happier like that. Very nice. Just gives you a little bit of shaping. For a top, I would normally just use my bra underneath and then my skirt, my pants. But because this is a dress, fitted sleeve underneath that matches my skin tone. So that's what I have underneath to avoid the sheeness of the little opening. Check out the hem with the scallop detail. It's so, so beautiful. One of my favorite parts about these types of fabrics is that you can usually find that. Just cut across grain and you'll be sweet. And look at the amazing embroidery here. It's just beautiful. For this pattern, you have the option of finishing it with binding, which is what I did. You can clearly see it. It was very easy to do with broderie and glaze, or you can do facings. I would not have wanted to do facings because you can see that through the openings. If you don't have the matching interfacing, it can look awful. So that was my option here. Very happy with the sleeve fit. Everything's great here. And check out these beautiful scallops there on the hem. Great feature to take advantage of for aesthetic reasons. Love that. Rounded neckline. It's not too high. It's not too low. It's super modest. Great mobility over here. I'm very, very comfortable. The bust that fits beautiful here. 10 out of 10. It's supposed to be there and it makes the fit so much better. This dress was super easy to sew. I've made it so many times. I have the fit down. All I had to do now was enjoy sewing this beautiful fabric. I think it turned out stunning and it's going to be one of my very special dresses. Here is my Jenna kaftan from Sinclair Patterns. I'll just call it a dress because for me it's a dress. It's amazing. This is a rayon linen blend, more rayon than linen in a size 14 tall file. Now this is full on winter here. It's very, very low temperatures and I'm here in my little sandals and my sleeveless dress just so you can see how it fits. But isn't the grass green and lovely even though it's winter? This dress has cup size options. There's a dart here on the front and I've got the CD cup size option. There's a waist seam here and a casing with a drawstring. There you can see this is totally adjustable. I do a little trick where I put elastic in here and then the drawstrings just on this front section. So whatever you see coming out is still the fabric, drawstring, but inside the dress is elastic. So check this out. It's so much more comfortable than just having a string in there. So I do that all the time. The only adjustment I made was to make the bodice shorter at the back by 5/8 of an inch, but just in the center, tapering to nothing on the sides. And I think that was fine for me. It's a mini sway back adjustment. Otherwise, the feet in the front, everything is perfect with the toe file here. And the technique for the casing is easier than what you think. The dart under here is very discreet, but really helps with the fit. You can see the waist is nice and even around. Nothing's tugging at the center front. So cup size options in woven patterns are always amazing. Here is this beautiful exposed facing. I'm working with a print here and I wouldn't have done this in a contrast color because the facing would just stop there. The skirt would look strange, I think. I'm not a fan of color blocking this with a print. I think it looks really, really neat. Technique gives you a beautiful V. I love that. I've got binding finishing the sleeveless armhole there. You can see the coverage around the neckline is really good. Nothing showing when I bend over. It's all fine. The back, I think the facing looks really pretty. Now this is an armhole that is designed to have sleeves initially. So there's no modification, but there's no gaping. I left it as it is. I didn't make it narrower. Sometimes I do, but I like this. I like this look. Of course you can add sleeves. I'm just the person that likes sleeveless all the time. I can't wait until it's hot in a few more months to wear this out. It's so lovely and so comfortable. I always love an adjustable waist moment. So nice and it looks amazing on everyone. This is my summer breeze dress from Pattern Emporium. I made a size 16 and this is a rayon crepe. Nice and drapey but more of a medium weight. It's not sheer. I don't need to wear a sleeve underneath. I used a double border print, elasticated waistband with a casing. You can do a fabric drawstring as well, but I just prefer the elastic. It's more comfortable for me. The waist is supposed to be above the natural waist, Mine is about an inch above, so I think that's absolutely fine. And it's such a comfortable fit. It's so, so lovely. Check out this skirt. It's A-lined. You can make it maxi if you want with slits. This is a look at the bodice, and I can't believe it came out of these amazing rectangles. I did have to raise my neckline by about 2 inches, and I opted to do the pleats on the shoulders. You can do drawstrings, you can leave it normal, and then it turns out dolman. This is just folded in and top stitch, serged, same as the armholes there, very neatly. And it's such a nice fit. I got the height right. I'm happy with that. I can bend over and check out that V neckline on the back. I feel comfortable that this is not going to be falling off, but if you are uncomfortable, you can add a strap across the back just to keep it together. In any case, I can add a bra keeper later, and the process of sewing this one was so fun. It was so, so different to any other bodices I've ever sewn, and I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm really happy with it, and I hope I can get a top done. I think this would be cute as a peplum top, just making the skirt pieces a little shorter. It's a lovely, gorgeous dress for summer. This is my Soratha dress from Itch to Stitch. Beautiful green, not a common color for me, but I think it suits me and I feel amazing. I can camouflage if I walk around grass. This is a rayon linen blend, 70% rayon, 30% linen, medium weight, amazing drape. Super great choice for the features of this beautiful dress. I have the knee length version. My skirt is 1 inch longer than the original, but I didn't make any changes to the bodice. Mine is a C cup. And the beautiful details you'll see up closer, they're just so, so lovely. The fit is gorgeous and the flow of this skirt is amazing. Up closer, you can see this elasticated waist. It's a waistband, 2 layers, outer, inner. There's these little channels that you sew, and there's 3 casings with elastic, 3/8 of an inch elastic. And the middle of the waistband is supposed to be at your waist. So that is exactly where it is. You can see the bodice is up higher. There's a little bit of gathering into that waistband right under the bust. That's what gives you the space for the bust. C cup over here, beautiful fit. I love it so much, so pretty. The back fits amazingly well. I didn't need to make any changes to the length of the bodice. I am super comfortable like this. Is a closer look at the bodice. Beautiful V neckline finished with a facing that's been top stitched. I have the single flutter option for the sleeveless. You can also do a regular sleeveless and bind it normally. This is bound on the inside as well. I think it looks darling. You can do a double ruffle if you want, or even a flutter sleeve. So plenty of options. The V neckline is very nice. It's just perfect. It's not too deep. It's not plunging. You're not showing anything. I think V necklines look great on a lot of people, and facing finish is always classic. Very neat on the inside. The ruffles, what can I say? I could not step away. This is not a dress that takes you 1 or 2 hours to make, probably double that, but all the effort that you put in is going to be so worth it. It fits so well. It's going to look amazing on everyone. So feminine, so delicate. It's really beautiful. Cadence really has a knack for designing beautiful, beautiful dresses. This one is no exception. Dress is an outfit on its own. Just grab some shoes and a bag and you're done. But I brought out here a linen blazer that I bought in Chile. It's ready to wear, 100% linen. I got it on a sale, so I could not pass it up. Really simple style. When I have dresses with beautiful details on the neckline or the waist or anything, I really want you to see them underneath the jacket, topper, whatever I put on top. So I think this jacket is perfect because the neckline is super simple. It's just a facing underneath. It doesn't take away from what's underneath, which is actually the star of the show. Very pretty. And this off-white color, of course, is going to go with anything. So I just paired it up here. Paired it up with green, and I think it looks really nice for spring and summer. I don't really know if you can actually dress down this dress because it's just so amazing, but I've got a crossbody bag. I've got caramel tones here on the bag and the sneakers, and I think this would be amazing for a day where you're going to be out walking all day. Casual, but you made an effort. You're wearing a beautiful dress. This is my brand new dress I made for my wedding anniversary number 23. This is the Lennux dress. One of the versions, many options in this pattern, and this is a double brush poly snake print. Absolutely love how it turned out. This is a winter dress for me because I am in the middle of winter still. I've got it paired with boots. I love the long skirt with a slit. Right now it's a little loose at the waist. As you can see, it's really nice and comfy. If I wanted to find my waist a little bit more, you can always grab the belt, but I could wear it loose as well. I might take it in, I might not. For now, the belt serves its purpose and I think it looks really nice. Now my bodice is 1 inch longer than the original pattern just because I need a longer bodice for my bust volume and my height, and I made no adjustments to the skirt. That is the original length. I chose the square neckline option. There's also a sweetheart neckline option, but I modified the way that this is finished because I did mine with binding. Sort of a little rounded on the edges, but still looks squarish. Long sleeves, first time I've used them because this is a winter version. I've made summer versions before and I find the neckline is really good. It's not showing cleavage, nothing like that. And if it gets a little chilly, I can just grab a silk scarf or something. So this is absolutely lovely. I love it so much. I'm going to wear it twice at least this weekend where we're doing wedding anniversary celebrations. So I'm really happy with this dress. I've already shown it to my husband and he also found it super pretty. So I know I'm going to enjoy this one for years to come and it's going to be a special one. Now let's put something on top. This is how I would wear it with a leather jacket. These are really simple blazer in leather. It doesn't have many bells and whistles, and it's the style of jacket that I like. I've had this one for a long time, and I think it looks really sharp, really polished. Really simple jacket that still lets the dress shine underneath. Whenever I wear a dress with a jacket, I always bring the belt in. I just feel better that way, and this is really, really lovely. Probably how I'm going to wear it this weekend in some way. I made my red octave coat in 2019. It's so lovely and sadly I've only worn it a handful of times because it just doesn't get that cold. But this year I've been able to wear it more than ever and I think it looks really nice over this grey snake print. I think it looks really cool, livens up the outfit but you can still see the dress under there. So this is definitely a way I would think of wearing it when it gets cold. I think the length of the coat is okay with the length of the dress. The dress is a little bit longer and I'm super comfortable, super cozy as well. Some options of styling with jackets and coats. There's so many more ways I could have styled this, but for now I'm happy with these options and I'm so happy with my dress. This is my Cassie dress from Sinclair Patterns. This is a size 14 with a toe file, knee length version, 0 fitting adjustments. I chose the CD cup size option and I think the fit is perfect. This time I have a print. It's so lovely. It's a rayon linen blend, mainly rayon in this blend. The colors are beautiful. The drape of the skirt out of this world. I also have the little tie here. I do have these ties. You can see it goes in at the waist. This horizontal seam is a little above the waist, about 1 inch. Lovely gathers here, but let me show you how it looks like with ties undone. It's still not super boxy. I think it would look great also if you just left it be. So that's how it looks like with no ties, but I do enjoy a tie moment. This is how that one looks. Now there's a bit less contrast between my fabric and my skin, so it's harder to see compared to the black one, but you can still see it. It's beautiful. Absolutely love this. Facing is top stitched down really nice and neatly. Grown on sleeve cap. It's not a separate cap sleeve, but it looks like it. It's just a longer shoulder seam with a curve, and the coverage under here is perfect. Just like any regular sleeveless armhole, it's just got a different shape. I find the fit of the bodice in the upper area so beautiful. This little grown-on cap sleeve is really nice. It's like a sleeveless, but with a bit more coverage, and I think it's really nice and comfortable. The depth of the V, perfect. I really enjoy this colorful one. I really enjoyed making this dress out of a flowy fabric. I think for a dress version, I would always prefer flowy fabrics. For the top version, I think you can go flowy or structured. For the dress, I just can't get away from the rayon linen blends. They're just so nice, so lovely, soft and fresh to wear, and the drape is always appreciated. I thrifted this brown denim jacket years ago, about 10, 15 years ago, I don't know. But I really like it. It's mid-hip. It's got a lot of shaping with tons of darts around the waist. And I think it goes beautifully over this dress. It's a little looser. I've picked up some caramel sneakers, and this is a great casual look. Here's my Cassie dress in a sort of autumnal vibe. The colors of this dress are autumnal, and I picked out a caramel jacket ready to wear, some caramel boots, short ones and a crossbody bag, and this is beautiful. Casual, but like I made a little bit of an effort, and I think the colors go together beautifully. Also, this jacket is a little boxier, but it's short. It's a little shorter than what I usually wear, so I think it meshes well with the silhouette of the dress. Now, this is the look that I was mostly looking forward to because I knew the blue was going to be a little bit out there. There's not that much blue in the print, but you can clearly see it. It's quite a dominant color, I find. And blue really suits me around the face, so that's why I like having this jacket there. I made this one in 2018, I think. It's 100% linen. It's gorgeous. I love this jacket. It's also nicely shaped, semi-fitted, a little shorter. I think it matches the style of the dress beautifully. What I wouldn't want to wear with this dress is a really boxy, oversized, long type of blazer or jacket. I think that wouldn't look that great. But I like this. This is a tambour dress I made my mum. It's a size M. This is 100% rayon. It's a type of border print. You can see a beautiful border at the hem. It's 4 inches longer than the original version just because she wanted it below the knee when she puts the belt on. It's got the short sleeves with the casing. Beautiful. This would be a very loose dress if you don't have the belt. My mum would always wear it with a belt. I really like the length here, and these colors are super nice. They're autumnal, but it doesn't matter. It's a really light dress and really fresh. And because the print is busy, I've got the front on the fold and the back. This here is finished with bias tape that makes a casing with a 1/4 inch elastic inside. On the pattern, it says how long it has to be, and it ends up super nice. Here's the neckline, all gathered. It's not a low neckline. Very, very comfortable. You can see how it looks like on the side. That's how it looks like on the back. Very nice. Super comfortable sleeves. With the print, you can't really see the raglan sleeves, but they are there and they're very, very nice. I made Mum's sleeve about 1.5 inches longer than the short sleeve, so it's just above the elbow. She came to visit and found herself in hot weather, and now she has a nice dress to wear. She hadn't brought much clothes, and so this is going to be handy for right now. Love a border print. It always makes a dress super special. This is how she's probably going to wear it because air conditioning. So we have a off-white blazer in linen that's mid-hip length. Sort of a semi-fitted, comfortable. It still shows off the dress underneath, and I think the silhouette is perfect, especially because she's always going to wear a belt with it. So I think this is a nice look. This is my upcycled Clemente dress. It's a top originally, but I hacked it into a dress. I just added 8 inches to the main body of the top. And then there's a 10-inch ruffle at the bottom, which loose like this fits right below the knee. This is cute loose, but I probably feel better if I have a belt. Look at that amount of ease. I have a size 12 bust C-cup blended to a 14 hips. And now with the tan color belt, I think it looks so much better. It gives me some shaping, and it's exactly the way I'm going to wear this beautiful dress. The tencel was in amazing shape. This was a used garment that I completely unripped and used to cut my new pieces. The ruffle was in the original dress, so I reused that. That was very helpful. And the yoke that gathers above the bust, that is all the Clemente, the feet, everything. And check out up close this beautiful binding that I reused from the original dress. It's very thin. I was able to just wrap it around the raw edge again, adapt the armholes a little bit to be a little bit narrower at the top, and I took it in underneath by about 1/4 inch. The back yoke is on the fold, no little slit there. I couldn't have done it even if I wanted. I didn't have enough fabric for it. And this dress turned out amazing. I love this color. It's so nice. And it's so much more satisfying knowing it came from a used garment that no one was really using. I was able to tear it apart and give it new life by sewing this Clemente top/dress hack. It made me really, really happy. This is my Everyday's a Weekend dress from Pattern Emporium. I chose a gorgeous double brush poly. You can see this is a very comfortable fit. There's quite a lot of ease in this pattern. It's supposed to be like that. One thing I have to mention is that I sized down one size. So this is a size 14, but my measurements put me in a size 16 here. I think it's fine. I wouldn't size down further than that. I have a length that's at the mid-knee-ish, knee length. I think the bodice is at the correct length, and check out all this comfortable ease. Fits me perfectly. I really like this swirly print. Mine is a winter version, so I have the roll neckline. You can also do regular necklines for summer, rounded V's, all the things, but I love this version for winter with the long sleeves. Of course, there's also short sleeves. This is not a pattern for summer or winter. It can be for anything. I love it on its own, just like this with boots. I think it looks really nice. But you'll see that next I'm going to style it with the belts as well as some jackets. These colors, the caramel, the brown, the green, it's just so, so lovely. It feels like I'm wearing nothing actually. It's so light. Here it is with a belt, a tan color. It's also in the print. I think it looks really nice. I have some really beautiful booties. And I have a jacket there on my arm that I'm going to put on right now. I just wanted you to see how this looks like with a belt. I'm going to wear it with belt and without the belt. When I wear it with a jacket, I will always have the belt because I just feel better that way. And this is a smitten, also from Pattern Emporium. The green goes perfectly. There's green in the print and I think it looks lovely. Love this for autumn and winter for me. Absolutely gorgeous. The best thing is the comfort and the print. I bought this fabric recently and I was very, very excited to sew it up. And it turned out just like I imagined it would. The roll neckline doesn't really interfere with the type of neckline of the jacket, so I'm happy. Here is another option. I've got beautiful boots in caramel tones that match the jacket as well. You know, my winters are not that terrible, so the linen jackets are perfect for my winter. But I can definitely wear this with heavier things as well. Kept the little caramel belt, of course. Always want that option with the jacket. I think it looks better. When I wear the dress by itself, it could be either or with a belt. It's always optional. I'm so happy with this. Super gorgeous. This is my mom's Bandcamp shirt dress hack. I lengthened her shirt by 16 inches just all the way down. Love that. She's got it with a belt because it's a dress that's got a nice amount of ease. It's got the full bust option. The hem is done by hand. It's so nice. It's got a little dot on the side, but all the details you can't really see because of the lovely print. She got to choose between all my fabrics in all my collection and she chose this one. So it makes it a super special make for her and for me. Anything I make for her is amazing. So yeah, this is a little longer if she takes off the belt, but she's always going to wear it with a belt. I have done a bunch of tricks on the inside to save fabric because it was really little. So the under collar is with a navy rayon. So that's something you can't see, as well as the inner yoke. And along the facing on the front as well, I separated that. I don't have a fold. I have a separate facing piece and yeah, everything's understitched and super sneaky in there so that you can't see. I would have needed so much more fabric to make this dress had I cut it traditionally, but I didn't. So I'm super happy I got this. At the back, instead of the box pleat, I did slight gathers, which matches the rayon super well. So small little changes, lots of effort on my part to get the dress that she wanted with such a small piece of fabric. I'm really glad to make the dress and that you can't really see all the sneaky things I did on the inside, which is the best thing. This is a size M. This is my precious 100% linen dress in stripes. I absolutely love it. Mine is lengthened by 17 inches and this is a size large with the full bust option. I have the yoke and the center back pleat. I played with the stripes here. I have vertical stripes. That's how the fabric was. And I have patch pockets that are horizontal with the little flaps. Absolutely love it. It's a dress that has a lot of ease. I think it looks really nice like this, just loose. I pressed the pleat all the way down and this is how it looks like with a belt. Little thin belt. It brings it up a little bit. Whatever my mood is on the day, I will wear it with a belt or without the belt. I like the look of both. So this is beautiful. I cut the facing here horizontal stripes. I also separated my facing. I have my bust dart right there lowered by an inch. So nice. Yoke at the back is horizontal. There you can see my box pleat. All the details in this dress are so beautiful and this fabric was amazing. Gifted to me by a friend, subscriber, sent it to me years and years and years ago and I finally made it. Got a little cute binding in there that I made out of my husband's old shirt. And this is just amazing. It's classic striped linen dress I know I'm going to enjoy. I made it sleeveless because these are the ones I get the most wear, just because it's so hot here for many months of the year. And here's a laid back look with sneakers in grey. The dress has plenty of colors, but I think grey is one of the most prominent ones. Super nice for a nice day out where I don't have to worry about anything and I can live my life and breathe and eat and all the things. Nice little cute bag, and I don't think it looks boxy or oversized. I think it's perfect. The amount of ease is just right, and that chic crumple of the linen is great. I did press it before putting it on, but as I look at it, it's just getting more and more crumpled, which is to be expected. But yeah, I'm so happy I made up this precious fabric I had in my stash for so long. 100% linen dress is going to last for so long. Every time I wear it, the fabric's going to turn out nicer and nicer and nicer. And I am thrilled. This is my Birdie dress in a cotton lycra that looks like denim. It's a pretty structured, heavy fabric. This time I've done the full bust front option just because that version had a little bit more ease and I was going to be comfortable with a slightly looser dress here. It's not too shaped. There's not a lot of weight shaping, but the fit at the bust is good. There's some darts. You can see I've got plenty of space at the waist and the hips. I'm super comfortable. Now, because the hips fit well, I don't have excess fabric at the small of my back there. Now, if you wanted something fitted, then you would need separate bodice seams. This is not the vibe of this dress. It's just sporty. Check out the zipper right there. So neatly done. I love how that turned out. The fabric was structured, so it made everything easy. And then there is the same armhole with armbands, same as you saw in the ponte. The difference with this one is the bust dart. I think it fits really well. The collar stands up very nicely. Again, this fabric is pretty heavy, it's pretty structured. I think it'll soften up after a few washes. It's only got one. It can only get better and only look nicer as time goes on. I love that it looks like a denim dress, but it's got the comfort of being cotton lycra and just being nice and stretchy and just great. Just nice, relaxed, loose fit at the waist and hips I'm happy with. And with the sneakers, I love it. Same sporty vibe, same sneakers. I've just got a jacket now, a really sporty jacket made out of cotton lycra. It's very casual with a hood. I've got a white bag. It's the perfect outfit to go out and be comfortable. Look a little sporty, but a little dressed up as well. I absolutely love it. Of course, I made the jacket. It's a lighter jacket for in between weather, autumn, spring, that sort of thing. And I think it looks great over the Birdie dress that's made out of denim. I'm all in blue here. And whenever I'm in blue, that's not how I feel. I don't feel blue. I feel great because it's one of my favorite colors. The jacket is a print, so I think it livens up the outfit, so I'm very happy. The zipper and the collar stand don't get in the way of the hood and everything. I think it's all really cool, and I really love having so many options, all made by me. Makes me happy to put all these outfits together. Now here it is with some accessories. I've brought in here a silk scarf with a little jacket in caramel tones. I love caramel tones with navy. I think it's really nice. Check out my little booties. This would be an amazing autumn outfit for me with a sleeveless dress. I actually love sleeveless dresses under jackets because I think sleeves disturb me under sleeves of jackets, having two layers on my arms. So this is perfect for me. It will never get too cold over here in Brazil. So this is really nice. There's so many other ways I could have styled this. This is going to be a basic navy dress for me that I'm going to be able to wear with so many of my super cute shirts and jackets. So I'm very happy to have it. This is my gorgeous Mirabel dress from Sinclair Patterns in a red athletic knit. I sold the toe file here, which makes a huge difference. I have zero fitting changes here. Just printed, sewed it, and it fits amazingly. I'm sure you know how happy I am with my red dress. And there are lots of asymmetric features here on one side, these little pleats that make this dress super special and super fun to sew. There's a type of tie there, but it's a fake tie. And there's pleats on one side, on the left side of the body below that fake tie. At the back, there is a seam of the bodice, which makes the lower back fit amazingly. No excess fabric. And up closer, you're going to see there are drapey features above that fake tie and below. So there's pleats on the bodice and on the skirt, but on the left side. So genius and so fun to put together. Up on the top, I used binding that's exposed with a leather look jersey just because I wanted to have that detail, but the original pattern has the binding not seen on the inside. I chose mine sleeveless. You can do sleeves, but you know, sleeveless is always going to be great. There is a lower rounded neckline option as well. That little tie is meant to hit right above the waist. It's not empire at all, but it's a tiny little bit above, which I think sits well for everyone. How amazing. I mean, I am thrilled with this dress. It's so nice. It's so different, unique. The sewing was interesting. But after you get over the pleats, you just need to be a little bit accurate. Once you have the front assembled, the rest is just like sewing a basic knit garment. I've got the dress version. This can also be a top. I'm going to wear it mainly on its own, but if it's cold and I need something, check out this 100% linen blazer I bought in Chile on a sale. I could not leave it in the shop because of the quality of the fabric, and it's beige and black, matches my shoes. It's a really simple jacket. It doesn't compete with the dress underneath. You can still see the dress, the features. So this is an option for when I need a little light layer on the top. I can take it off if it gets hot, but usually air conditioning means I'm wearing something on top even though I don't want to. So I love the combination of the beige, the black and the red. I think it's super nice. And the little jacket is light, sun-lined. You can still see the draped features here, and I'm very, very happy. It's a dream dress. So, so lovely. This is my first About Town shirt dress from Pattern Emporium. This is a size 14. I have the full bust option, front with a bust-out. This is a rayon linen blend, mostly rayon, medium weight fabric with nice drape. I cut this fabric on the cross grain to get this type of pattern placement, and I'm super happy with this. I love how it turned out. I have more vertical features than horizontal, and check it out, black and white. So nice. I have my bust-out there that gives me an amazing fit. This is the option with the facing on the front because the wrong side of my fabric is quite ugly. So there is a facing there. So nice. That little V is interfaced twice. I put extra interfacing. And there is my cap sleeve with the epaulet. I had a lot of fun choosing what areas of the print to play with there so that it could contrast. You can see the collar and the epaulets a little bit different to the fabric I have there next to it, although it's the same fabric. Love these cap sleeves, they're double and I think they're really cute. Collar is easy to sew and I don't think the depth of this V is too low. I'm not actually showing anything. This is a really nice shirt dress, way less complicated than others, no buttons and a really nice easy fit. Love how it turned out, easy to wear, just loose like this. I'll be super comfortable wearing it like this. But as usual, sometimes when I wear jackets, I put belts on. So I love it like it is. It's perfect, very nice, breezy. And then I have my little belt. I tend to prefer narrower belts than wider ones. And if I want a little bit of waist definition, the belt is going to be okay. And it brings the hem up a little bit, but it's still not short. It's just at the knee and I think this is perfect. Love sewing this, really easy to sew, gorgeous results. Fabric is everything. Here I've dressed up my About Town dress with some beautiful, beautiful heels, a lovely magenta linen jacket that I made. So nice. I do have a little belt here in this case. I tend to want waist definition when I have a layer on top. I just feel more balanced that way, especially if I'm trying to dress this up with heels. So this is perfect. You know, I have a lot of colorful jackets. I could do this with many other jackets and many other colors, but I thought this magenta one was going to be perfect just because I'm feeling pink right now. Love how it looks. I love this type of silhouette in a dress. It's just so nice and easy to sew. Also doesn't take up a ton of fabric, and straighter A-line silhouette is usually a lot my style, so I'm super happy with this. Check out that little collar, looks super cute. And now let's see a more casual way. This is actually the same pattern that I have in the jacket. It's just another linen and I've got matching blue sneakers. This is very comfortable, just all loose, all easy. Nothing constricting here. And I love it with the blue jacket. I think it looks super cool. Black and white with bright colors. That is totally my style. Whether it's in fashion or not, I don't really care. I just think this looks really fun and happy and it just portrays who I am. So no belt here. I've got sneakers. Let's just keep it casual. And this is so nice. There's a bunch of other jackets I could have pulled out here that are going to work amazing with the About Town dress. You know, whether I want to dress it up or dress it down, wear it a little bit more formal, a little bit less formal. Love it. Crossbody bag. That is actually how I wear these little bags. Keeps my hands free. Love it. This is my brand new Hazelton dress from Cashmerette Patterns. It's a wrap dress. It's one of the club patterns. And I sewed a straight size 14 with the 0 to 16 draft. There's also a separate draft from 12 to 32. It's a real wrap dress. The coverage on the front skirt goes all the way to the side. So you can see the wind blowing here. It's not going to flap open. It's very good. I ran out of the main fabric and so my ties are a contrast plum color. It's the same color in the print. So I was very fortunate to have that knit that looks like leather. It's a really nice dress. I love the shape of the skirt. It's not fitted. It's a type of an A-line skirt, not too full, just like I like it. There is a separate bodice seam that attaches to the skirt. And I lengthened my bodice by 1 inch all the way around. I'm just a little bit taller. And I sewed the longer ties so that they wrap all the way around. There's also an option where you can sew a shorter tie. and then it doesn't go all the way around. But I really love this. I prefer the tie to be all the way, and so you can really see, especially that I have a contrast fabric. The bodice fit is amazing. There are back darts on the waist of the bodice and the skirt. And on the right wearer's side, there's a little opening on the side seam of the bodice where the tie goes through right there. Very easy process to do. This bodice is fully lined and it feels amazing on. That neckline covers beautifully. It's stabilized with clear elastic on the inside, and I was able to self-line the bodice on the front. That collar, beautiful. The same contrast fabric. I didn't have enough to do it from the main fabric anyway. And I really love the long sleeves. Now there is a little cuff on the sleeve if you want to do that. I didn't have fabric for that, so I just hemmed mine normally. I'm so in love with that collar. It's so, so beautiful. I love the coverage of this V. It's not too deep. It's just perfect. I don't need a pin. That clear elastic holds it close to the body beautifully. And it's really easy to do. You can see how to do that on my video. This dress was a blast to make. I'm so happy with the fit. I have the CD cup option, but remember you have EF and GH as well. And it's just all hearts from me for this dress. I think it's a classic. I think this style can suit a lot of people. It's really comfortable in this knit. I have a single brush poly over here. I didn't do a double brush poly because then it could stick to each other and then the skirt wouldn't flow beautifully because of the wrap. I'm excited to get the result here. And check out these boots. I have these purple plum type boots. I've had them for like, I don't know, 12, 15 years. And it's the same color of my ties and my collar. And yeah, you know, I love my shoes. I have a lot of colors in bags and shoes because I really love them. And I'm so happy to have boots that match exactly, which I don't have much clothes that match these boots. So this is amazing for me. I'm going to be taking my dress when I head off to England for this winter end of the year trip, and I'll be wearing it with a big huge jacket, but when it gets not too cold, I hope I can wear it out just on its own and I can really show it off. I'm so happy with it. Here is my gorgeous wrap dress. I've pulled out my leather jacket. I really like this one because it's sort of slim fitting and it doesn't have too many bells and whistles. It's great with dresses. And about the sleeves, the long sleeves underneath are perfect. I have a hard time wearing sleeves as it is. I knew if I'd sewn the cuff, I would be uncomfortable with that detail underneath my sleeves. I really like these two silhouettes together, super classic. And you can't go wrong with a black leather jacket over anything, really. I know the leather jacket was more traditional, but check out this color combination. I think purple and red are beautiful. Not traditional, but pretty striking, I would say so myself. I like this coat because it covers the length of the hem of the dress. That's why I like shorter dresses. I don't like the look of longer dresses with shorter coats. Sleeves of the dress are comfortable underneath the sleeves of the coat. The collar of the dress doesn't get in the way of this lapel either. I think this is gorgeous and I would definitely wear this out like this when it's appropriate. So love it. I mean, the red shoes, everything. I think it's not a color combination a lot of people would. This is what I love and I feel amazing. This is my new Meet You There dress. I made this one as a winter dress. It's a heavier fabric. It's a tencel twill. I love the print. I've got it styled with boots here because it's for winter. Here you can see I've got it loose, no belt, no ties, nothing. Got a nice amount of ease, a size 14, and I've got regular sleeves. These regular sleeves come from the Easy Fit shirt. They are mashable sleeves with this pattern. You can see how much space I have around the waist. The two tiers, the first tier is longer than the second tier, all gathered onto that bodice. Very, very lovely, very comfortable. Check out that print up closer, and this is how it would look like with a belt. I would wear it with a belt if I'm wearing a jacket on top as usual, but if I'm wearing it on its own, I would just wear it loose. Makes it a little shorter, but it just defines the waist a little bit, and I love the look. I'll do either or, you know, I'm all about the belt or not. It just depends on how I feel and how I'm styling it. So floaty. I feel amazing in this style. It's so nice. This time I have a higher neckline and have bound all the way around my regular sleeve with my regular hem right there from the Easy Fit shirt. A little yoke at the back, very discreet. Check out the neckline. It fits over my head, no drama. It's a higher neckline and I think it's very appropriate for winter. Sleeve and shoulder fit, perfect, very comfortable. This is going to be a dress I'm going to take with me on my trip and I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm going to wear big jackets on top, whatever, but I always enjoy a dress. Even if it's winter over there in the UK when I go, I'm going to enjoy wearing my dresses anyway. I'll just wear layers underneath. Remember, the belt was just there to show you how it looks with it on, but I feel happy both ways. Very happy. This is my beautiful new Palma dress from Love Notions. I made it as a winter version. This is that amazing Ponte Roma. I have a size large regular bust option. I have the knee length skirt, but made a little bit longer, 1.5 inches longer. And I made some bodice adjustments so that it actually fits the length of my waist and that the waistband in between the bodice and the skirt is correctly placed. I love the silhouette. It's so comfortable. The details that you'll see up closer later, the placket, the collar, so pretty. And of course, the comfort around the waist is always the best thing with all that elastic there. I chose the wider waistband that has elastic, a little bit of space in between, elastic, a little bit of space. I have 3 elastic channels in here and some space in between. I really love the fit. I made adjustments to the bodice so that this middle of the waistband would be at my waist. It's exactly there and it's all even in the front and the back. I don't have pulling in the center, all of that, and all the fitting process was worth it for this beautiful fit. Check out this beautiful banded collar. It's got a little seam right here. So it's 2 front pieces, the inner, the outer, and then the back looks so pretty. Lies extremely flat, nice and curved, follow the shape. And then this V is finished with that super easy placket that's interfaced right here. Really good shoulder fit, sleeve fit. My sleeve is a little longer, 1.5 inches longer, and I have a sneaky little seam that looks like a cuff just because I didn't have enough fabric and it was the only way to get a beautiful long sleeve. Check out this gorgeous neckline, the placket, this banded collar. It's so nice. It fits amazingly. I love that discreet little V on the front. It's not too low, it's not too high. It's just very pretty. I finished the inside of my collar by hand because I didn't want any top stitching on my dress. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so happy with it. There are other sleeve options, but I've just chosen the slim long sleeve that's regular, so it's not going to be bulky under jackets. But there's many other beautiful sleeves you can sew, and this could even be for summer if you choose one of them. This is such a beautiful dress. I love this fabric so much. I've been holding it for maybe 2 or 3 years. Amazingly soft. I'm taking this on my trip. Imagine this with a sweater, with a big jacket and a scarf and gloves and beanie, all the things. My boots. It's going to be an amazing winter. Thank you so much for hanging around. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. This is the last episode of the roundups for last year's sewing. We're already deep in January, so the countdown has started. I have already started collating my files so I can do this same thing right at the end, beginning of next year. So thank you so much. I'm happy to have shared all of this. I hope it was inspiring for you. Maybe there's some content from me that you missed out. You could have seen now and you can go back and refresh. Make sure you're subscribed. You're going to be seeing super interesting content in the next couple of episodes. I'm not giving anything away, but you will be surprised. See you then. Bye.